Everybody, check out my book, Corner Stores in the Middle of the Block. That's because in my neighborhood they got corner stores, but they're in the middle of the block. It's my poetry. Now the funny thing I'm going to talk about is like President Obama. You ever notice like when 8 years ago when President Obama was running, he was always touted as the America's first black president, and he wasn't. But by the way, I didn't vote for Obama neither time. I didn't vote for him the first time or the second time. But America, all while his campaign, when he was running the first time, he was always touted as America's first black president. But if they're going to tout him as the first black president, he never passed any bills or did anything specifically for black people. So why praise him as being America's first black president if he was not there to help black people specifically? And people keep saying, well, he's America's president. He's not just for black people. But then stop touting him as America's first black president. And like I said, if he was a Latino, he would have did things specifically for Latinos. But Latinos are called Hispanics now. And there's a reason for that. But like the thing is like, see, black people have not gotten any better since Obama's been in office. And the next president that comes behind him will say, well, you had a black president in office. And if he didn't do anything for black people, why should I? You know, Obama has basically lowered the bar for the next president for black people and the next president that comes into office, because nothing has changed in the condition of black people. It's still the same shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So what was the big deal about touting him as America's first black president? And you know, you still got black ghettos. And see, people keep saying, well, black people got their problems of their own, and that's true. And see, black people got special problems. Because black people in America, and you know, that's like the word black is an adjective, but you know, it's just crazy because, you know, like I just said, the word black is an adjective. So, you know, like black people can't really file claims against America for reparations under the name black because, you know, black is just an adjective. You know, we need to find a name that connects us to a nationality, and then we can file a claim against the country for reparations. And the reason I'm talking about reparations is because, you know, Japanese will receive reparations, indentured white slaves receive reparations, slave owners receive reparations after slavery was over. You know, Jews get reparations. Everybody gets reparations for their problems except for black Americans. And we as black people have to find a name and a nationality that we can grab as our own, because everybody at this name has a nationality. Black people here in America have no nationality. And see, you know, like that was just the wit and the geniuses of this country when it was founded, when they decided to use black people as slave labor, because black people have no link. You know, even when the country wrote the Constitution, they never called black people black people. They called us those in servitude or those with broken souls. You know, they never called us black. They never called us African American. And we can't use the term African American either, because, you know, like, you know, you got these people that come in from South Africa. They come in from Africa. They come in from Africa, like the Muslims. They come in from Africa, and then, you know, they can be considered African American also. Like I said, Charlize Theron, the white actress, she's African American. She's white. She was born in Africa, but she lives in America now, so she's African American. And this is what I mean when I say black people here in America have problems that specifically black people problems that nobody can fix but us. I don't know. We're in bad shape, man. Black America's in bad shape. Oh, and I just want to talk real quick about the book. And the book title is called Corner Stores in the Middle of the Block. That's because anywhere you go in America and you see a corner store, a liquor store, a Chinese restaurant, and a lot of churches, that let you know you're in a bad neighborhood. And most bad neighborhoods are in big cities in America. And 75% of black people live in metropolitan cities like Birmingham, like Houston, like Philadelphia, like Newark, like Trenton, New Jersey, like Patterson, New Jersey, Oakland, and of course New York City. And that's what I mean, you know, like this is why black people are living in poverty, because these cities are breaking black people. You know, they're and Chicago, and they're breaking black people down. They're breaking us down. And what I mean by that is like like we don't control and own anything in America. You know, the Jews own the real estate, the Asians own the hair care products, the nail care products, the liquor stores, the Chinese restaurants, and the Arabs. The Arabs own the gas stations and the Dunkin' Donuts and shit. And this is what I mean when I say black people, we're in bad shape. Bad shape because we don't own and control anything. And that, you keep seeing that shit on TV, and that shit is just an illusion. And Obama was not the first black president. Check your history. All right, y'all, I'm out. Black people, let's get this shit together.